Hello YouTube, Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to the Dragon's Lair, part 7, part 8? I've actually lost count, I think it's part 7. And this is going to be rather strange because quite a few things to go through in today's Dragon's Lair. It's on a Monday rather than a Sunday, more to do with time commitments than anything else, to be honest with you. Also, my hair is a mess. I'm looking at my little monitor right now and I apologise, I should have done my hair before this. Although it doesn't really matter, who cares, who cares? Rex sort of does this all the time, his hair's always a mess, so... Oh well, we'll roll with it. Okay, so first things first, my headset. It's terrible. Look at this, guys. Taped up. Completely taped up, right by there. Basically, I was listening to music, watching some streams, just casually chilling out on Saturday. Panda was sitting on the bed over there doing her university work. I was relaxing, wasn't recording, wasn't in record mode like I usually would be. And picked up the headset, put it on my head, something fell off, looked at it, and the panel had come off the side of the headset basically. It's basically what this one has where my finger is. And I had to go searching for about 10 minutes to see if I could find it. Was able to put it on, screw it back on, but the whole thing was loose, meaning that it just kept falling off and dislodging all the time. So what my father kindly did was tape it up as best he could like this. That's all you can do really. And it goes on, but there's obviously a gap. It doesn't quite stay on. It's usable, there's still audio, there's still everything else you need, for a headset. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to get a new one soon. So I'm going to do that. Oh god, I'll probably wait till I get paid now. Wait till I get paid next month, and I'll probably buy a new headset because I can't keep that. I do have a Turtle Beach headset, a P11, which I actually use for my PlayStation, which does work. It's with the PC as well as the PlayStation. It's a USB mic, and you've got the audio jack as well. I tried that out, but I got a problem with that headset with the PC. I get a horrible buzz going beep 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 every time I use that headset on PC. So I'd rather not have the buzzing sound for streams and persevere with that for now. So that's what I'm going to do. It just means that every stream you see me and every video you see me in with a headset, it will have that horrible red tape around it, which is really unfortunate, but oh well, can't do much more than that. Okay, so the next thing is obviously the positioning of everything is a bit different in this vlog. Now, that's because I have a new second monitor, which I purchased from, oh god, what's the shop called again? Cash Generator. I couldn't remember the name then. Cash Generator in Merthyr Tydfil. Me and Panda were shopping in Merthyr, our hometown, having a little wander around, and I saw this monitor. I thought, it's £40. It's an Acer monitor. It's like 23 inches. It's £40, and it's got a little scratch on it, but it works perfectly well. So I ended up buying it. I had to carry it to the car. The weather wasn't very good, and unfortunately, the guy couldn't give us a bag. He was like, "Do you want a bag?" He's a bit of a grumpy sod, to be honest. He was just like, you could tell he didn't want to work. He was like, "Do you want a bag?" No eye contact. I was like, "Yeah, can I have a bag, please?" And he's like, "Okay, okay." I was like, "What was that?" Okay, so he went to go and get a bag. He's gone 10 minutes. Come back. I'm awfully sorry, we haven't got a bag. Okay, I look outside the weather. Weather was like, it was drizzle, but at the time it wasn't too bad. So I was able to pick the whole thing up, have the screen up against my chest, and just leg it to the car basically, and put it in the car. Got back home, set it up, and it's works perfectly well. Good news is that I can now see the chat properly, because when I first started streaming, for those of you that watched me in October when I first started streaming properly on YouTube, I was doing this all the time. And I'd continuously have to look at my screen right by there, and the chat would be where my finger is right now, right in sort of bottom to right hand side of the screen, meaning, and obviously I'm looking in this direction, so I'm having to do a full turn of my body to physically see the chat, which is no good when you're looking in this direction. So I had to change it. Had the small little monitor, the old 14-inch one, which used to be there on the right hand side, which is good because I could game and then just do that. But I'm still moving my head. But now I can look at the screen like that and just go like that with my eye. So it should be easier to keep up the chat. And obviously streaming, keeping up the chat is the important thing. And when I watch streamers on YouTube, I'll drop in. I say, hey, whoever the streamer is, hey chat, how are things? How you doing? I always try to be civil. I always try to be welcoming as a commenter, as someone who's watching the streamer slash YouTuber slash content creator. If they don't like welcome me and stuff, I feel less inclined to watch them, which is daft because I know not always the case. I understand that the chat moves very fast. If you've got 30, 40, 50 people watching you on YouTube streaming, it happens. But there's been occasions quite recently where I've dropped into people who've only had like 3 or 4 people watching them, and the chat hasn't moved, and I've said hey to them and they haven't, and I don't think there's any excuse then. Like, I'm not a good example of this. I'm not the best of streamers. I don't claim to be the best of streamers. I have a lot to learn with streaming. I'm learning new things all the time. But I feel like I'm improving at the very least. If I can at least improve and try and put on a decent show, a decent stream for you guys, and I know I'm doing something right. And there's times when I miss things in my chat. There's times when, it depends on the game. If you're playing with other people or if you're playing something which requires like utter concentration, then sometimes you will miss things. And I can't, I can't apologize enough if I have missed things in the chat or missed other people in the chat. But at least now, having the second monitor, I should be able to keep track of it a lot better. And it's great. I've had to rearrange my whole desk to sort of fit it on, because I've got my microphone right by here, and the whole thing doesn't turn properly because the screen's in the way. So I may have to fiddle around just a little bit more to set things up. But I'm pretty damn happy. I'm pretty damn happy with the monitor. So it's looking really, really cool. Looking very, very cool. Also, before we continue with the vlog, look at this by you guys. Just look at this. See that? Young Bowlers International Test Series 2007-2008, Wales versus Scotland. Yeah. I'm showing you this because this is the programme that I had when I played for Wales in 2008 against Scotland. I won. It was a three test series thing. You get 2 points winning a test match. And each test had 6 matches, so it'd be 6, 6, 6. We actually drew each and every set, each and every set, and it ended up being 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and it ended up being 18 all. We drew 18 all. I was in two of the 3 test matches, because the number of players you had, you wouldn't always play in all of them. You'd play in 2 out of 3 usually. So I didn't play in the second test. I played in the first and I played in the third. Lost the first test personally, won the third test. So I gained 2 points to Wales effectively, and we drew overall, which is great. Only thing is, they spelt my name wrong in part of the program. Like, they got my surname wrong towards the end of it, but they got my name right at the start. It's like the way showing the club you play for and everything, which is quite cool. Just thought I'd show you guys this, because it's something personal, something to add that personal touch to the video, not be a monotone YouTuber who's like, donate to me, give me money, No, I would never do that. I could never be that type of person. I have got a donation link. I'll say it. I do have a donation link. For when I do stream, and when you do donate through that link, it comes up on the screen. It says who you are. A little Pikachu pops up with a little funny cheeks going beep beep cappy and whoopsie, and it gives you recognition, because you deserve recognition. The same way as when people subscribe to me, a Charizard bounces onto the screen and goes rah and makes me jump scare. It's like, oh, someone just subscribed to me. Holy shit! Because recognition. And with donations, then I always add the people to the donation link, so it scrolls at the top, so they've always got a dedicated thing. And something I was thinking of, because I have had quite a few donations over the past month or so, past 6 weeks or whatever, since I started using the donation link. I think it's actually something like £40 that I've earned, which is amazing. I mean, it's mostly gone because I donate to other streamers as well. It's like I'll get like a £10 donation or a £5 donation off someone, and then £4 of that I'm giving to Jack, or £2 to give it to someone else. And I've given quite a lot of it away to other streamers, to be fair. So I've kept it in circulation. But yeah, I feel like what I might do is, if this sort of thing continues, which it might do, it might stop. It might just go dead, just stop in its tracks. But if it does continue, I may do a thank you video on a monthly or every 2 months or something, just saying who you are, how much you donated, and thank you very much. Just personal recognition, personal thank you is something you all should get, which is what I'm trying to. It's basically the point of this video. The theme of this video is personal recognition, personal thank you to all of you that have been supportive of me. Now, speaking of people who are supportive of me, I recently streamed. Actually, no, I'm jumping the gun slightly. We'll get to that at the end of the video, but there's something I wanted to talk about first. I've started doing horror content. I know, horror doesn't work. I streamed Layers of Fear. Absolutely amazing game. I was spoiled slightly because I bought it before it was fully released, which meant that I played 2/3 of the game, and then it stopped me. It's like, right, you've got to the end of the game, wait until the full release. The full release was like the following week, or like 4 days later. So I then streamed the whole thing in one stream, which is part 3 of the playlist, which was done in like 3.5 hours, I think it was, or nearly 4 hours. Problem was, not much of the original game changed. So for the first 2/3 of the game, I was expecting all the jump scares. It's like, yep, I expected that. Yep, I expected that. Oop, that caught me off guard slightly, but I wasn't really scared. And the last part of the game was really good. Didn't really jump much in the last part of the game though. I kind of rolled with it from that point. It's like, yep, I know where this is going. I'm used to this sort of thing. And then boom, it was the game was over. But it was a fantastic game. Really enjoyed it. It gave me a different experience to gaming because I don't usually play horror games, and it's something I'm considering to do a lot more on my channel over the coming days, weeks, months, years. I don't know. May do like a horror game every month, just to sort of see how it goes. So that's a possibility. You guys seem to have enjoyed watching the streams. I enjoyed making them immensely. Some of the jump scares were fucking hilarious, to be fair. And I followed that on then with Amnesia: The Dark Descent, because I basically bought Layers of Fear for Jack, and he streamed it, and he was very thankful for me for that. And his way of saying thanks was to buy me Amnesia: The Dark Descent, because something which he previously streamed on his channel. So it was like, okay, I'll play it. I'll play it. So I've started streaming Amnesia, got to part 3, and now it's like, oh my god, mindfucked, because I haven't been too scared playing it. I've gone through the motions pretty well, but I have to kind of work out the game, and when it comes to working things out in a game I'm unfamiliar with and not used to mechanically, it kind of gets a bit ugh. So I ended up having to stop the stream like halfway through and just go, right, let's play Cards Against Humanity, because at least that way we know what we're doing. So I had to do that, unfortunately. But it was good fun. Holy shit, I've been recording for like 12 minutes. That's just way too long. Okay, let's wrap this up with the part that I wanted to talk about. So that's the horror stuff. Now the thing that I wanted to talk about was, I mentioned recognition. People have been supportive. That's been the theme of this vlog, basically. And I wanted to thank Anna Garcia, because she's been an amazing viewer of mine for 2 years. She subscribed me about 2 years ago, and over the past sort of few weeks, I've got a lot closer to her in an online sense. She's done some amazing drawings for me and Jackosaurus. She's been pretty much involved in our streams constantly, always in mine, always in Jack's, almost all the time. She's a massive Skyrim nerd as well. So she's pretty cool. She likes Skyrim, she likes like all that type of stuff, medieval stuff. Like she likes Total War. So it's like, what? You like Total War? You like Total War? You're in the right place. So, but yeah, like I was saying, she's been subscribed for like 2 years, and she's done some amazing drawings for us. She spoke to me on Discord recently. We had a nice long chat on Discord, which is really cool. It's nice to talk to, because I don't want to be a dick. Like, I don't want to be a YouTuber that's like, this is me, this is the content, you're the viewer, and I'm looking sort of down. I don't want that to be like the norm. I'm happy for my viewers to take part in things with me. Cards Against Humanity is a perfect example. I'll invite anyone. We had Elle Bennett play with us, which was amazing to talk to Elle and have her. She's been really great as well. I'm giving her a shout out in this video as well, because she deserves it. She's been amazing support of the channel over the past week or so, as well as Jack's channel as well. It's great to have her in Cards Against Humanity to play with us as well, and I think she's up for more, so it'll be more in the future, fingers crossed. But yeah, going back to Anna Garcia, aka Unicornius, because that's like her online name. She's been great support of me. She even said I was actually thinking of donating. She was like, "You don't have to donate to me." No, you don't have to donate to me. It's totally up to you, but you don't have to. But it's like, oh yeah, but you're genuine, you're honest. You're not like other video streamers and uploaders and stuff. I was like, oh well, that's really sweet to say that, but you don't have to. It's there as an option, but it caught me off guard a little bit how I don't know, my channel, people actually enjoy it. Sometimes I have to kind of pinch myself a little bit and think to myself, I'm not like a famous. It's gonna sound awful corny. This is gonna be like a 20-minute video. I can see it now. Oh well, we'll roll with it. I'm not like a famous YouTuber or anything. I'm not this online. Well, I guess I'm an online personality in a sense. This is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, but it's not me personal life. Although I do try to incorporate certain aspects of things into the channel, but I don't expect people to kind of enjoy it. I guess you gotta realize that you're a YouTuber, you're a content creator, but you can affect other people's lives, and other people can actually like I've been streaming quite a lot last week, and I think for about 4 of the streams that I did, particularly Amnesia and some of the Ark streams I did as well, there's people waiting for me to stream like a half hour before I started streaming in the chat, full on talking. It's like people are actually waiting for me. What the fuck? Where's this come from all of a sudden? And I don't know. It's just hit me. It's probably been going on for a few months now, but it's just hit me all of a sudden that the people really enjoy watching me. It must be Miguel. It's the whole Miguel thing, surely. It's just the mustache and the beard and the Miguel, and the fake accent and everything. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to thank her because of for that thought process, mainly for her support, the fact that she's been subscribing for 2 years, and she said to me in our conversation that even though I am being as active as perhaps I should have been, I've had other stuff going on and stuff in my life. I was like, yeah, I've always subscribed, I've always enjoyed your content, and I saw talking about like a Total War thing. I was like, oh yeah, watch that. I was like, you watched that? I didn't expect that. You actually watched that video of mine? It's like, yeah. I was like, I took like 7 hours to upload, and you watched it. I was like, yeah. I was like, fucking hell, people actually enjoy my content. So I was a bit taken aback, but I just wanted to personally thank you. We actually streamed together. That's the point. What's the time? 16 minutes. 60 minutes of recording, and I've only now got to the point. Okay, it wouldn't be a Dragonheart vlog without me being long-winded. I like talking, as you can probably tell. Oh well. Ark Survival Evolved, amazing game. It's dinosaurs and survival. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And I haven't played it properly since it was released, like in May last year. I think it was May last year. And she's played it before, and Chair Office plays it as well. Jonas, good old Jonas. He's also an amazing person as well. Always supportive, always great to talk to in the chat. And basically, we streamed Ark Survival Evolved recently, and it was the two of them and me. They joined. They were like, "Can I join?" I was like, "Of course you can. Join. Don't be a dick. Join." And and it's like, we don't expect like she said to me, you don't expect the viewer. We don't usually expect like to join. It's like, this is really great. I got so much from it. It's like, it's fine. It's like, well, you don't get that in any other streams. Like, you get it in some of the other ones, but not many. It's like, well, you're welcome to. I don't see it as content creator looking down on viewer. You're all great. You're all amazing bastards, as I keep saying in my chat, and I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You're all. Oh God, it's getting emotional. It's getting emotional now. I can't cope with it anymore. Yeah. Just enjoying it so much. How I don't know how I can word it properly. How warm. Oh God, I've worded it wrongly. How warm you will make me. That's what I was going to say. The warm feeling of love. That's what I'm trying to say in the chat. Huh? Yeah, go with that. That totally makes sense. So yeah, that's a thank you to her, to Jonas, to all of you for being amazing bastards. For those of you that have donated to me, like I said, I may do a donation thank you video if people keep donating to me. Then yeah, just see where it goes. I guess we'll just see where it goes. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end the vlog here because it's gone on for a bit too long now. Plus I got shit internet, so it's gonna take me a while to upload this bad boy. But anyway, I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.